According to sources with direct knowledge of negotiations, Chrysler executives convene emergency meetings regarding Cleveland Browns quarterback Dillon Gabriel's endorsement future following Saturday's catastrophic performance against Philadelphia Eagles. Instantly, you recognize this transcends typical sponsor evaluation. This isn't merely brand association concerns. This signifies complete commercial abandonment for enthusiasts tracking how professional athletics intersects corporate partnerships. This story delivers unprecedented drama. If you've monitored Gabriel's spectacular collapse since training camp confrontation with Shitter Sanders, subscription becomes absolutely essential. The performance Saturday night represented something beyond statistical failure. 9 completions, 23 attempts, 2 interceptions, 0 touchdowns. These numbers tell partial story. Sources inside First Energy Stadium describe quarterback visibly unraveling, slamming tablets, berating receivers, isolating himself completely. We're hearing Chrysler representatives attending game departed before fourth quarter, immediately contacting Detroit headquarters. The message delivered Monday morning stunned Gabriel's representation partnership reevaluation commencing immediately, suspension of planned commercial shoots, potential complete termination pending internal review. Don't misinterpret facts. According to marketing insiders, this wasn't spontaneous reaction but culmination of weeks-long concern building since Gabriel's alleged physical altercation with Sanders during training camp. Chrysler initially invested heavily expecting developmental quarterback narrative, underdog story, Midwest authenticity. Instead, reportedly watched brand ambassador generate negative headlines, divide fan base, demonstrate concerning temperament publicly. The company maintained support throughout preseason struggles, but Saturday apparently represented breaking point. Let's dissect this impact. It's considerably more devastating than commonly perceived. Initially, the financial hemorrhaging. Sources familiar with contract details suggest Gabriel's Chrysler deal worth approximately $2.8 million annually, including base compensation, performance incentives, commercial appearances. Beyond immediate monetary loss, termination triggers reputation cascade. Other sponsors watching closely, Nike reportedly reconsidering regional campaign, local dealerships pulling promotional materials. The endorsement ecosystem operates through momentum. Once bleeding begins, tourniquets rarely succeed. Secondly, public perception transformation. Brown supporters already divided regarding quarterback situation now witness corporate America essentially voting against Gabriel. Social media explodes with vindication narratives. Shitter Sanders supporters emphasize karma manifestation. Gabriel defenders scramble defending diminishing territory. The discourse becomes increasingly toxic, with endorsement abandonment providing ammunition for critics. For Cleveland's community exhausted from quarterback controversies, this development confirms worse suspicions. Here's where complications intensify. Internal dynamics shifting dramatically. Sources claim Brown's front office reportedly concerned about commercial ramifications affecting organizational partnerships. Team sponsors questioning association with dysfunction. Season ticket holders expressing frustration regarding product quality. We're hearing ownership conducting damage control meetings with corporate partners, attempting distance from quarterback controversy while maintaining revenue streams. General Manager Andrew Berry positioned impossibly between salvaging Gabriel's value and acknowledging market reality. This transcends individual endorsement individually. This represents professional credibility evaporation moment. People familiar with situations suggest Gabriel's camp desperately attempting intervention, proposing public apologies, community service, media training. Chrysler executives remain unmoved. Their message rings unmistakably clear. Performance matters, character matters. Brand association supersedes initial investment. This represents corporate accountability amid athletic controversy. The Saturday night disaster deserves deeper examination. Gabriel entered determined, proving critics wrong, silencing doubters, establishing legitimacy. First series immediately imploded. Overthrown screen pass. Delay of game penalty. Strip sack barely recovered. Sideline cameras captured quarterback's deterioration. Teammates attempting encouragement with dismissive gestures. Offensive coordinator attempting adjustments faced resistance. By halftime, isolation complete. Third quarter interception, particularly damaging. Clean pocket, perfect protection. Receiver running uncovered crossing route. Gabriel inexplicably forces deep ball into triple coverage. Eagles safety barely believing fortune. Returning interception 47 yards. Brown's sideline deflated. Coaching staff exchanging concerned glances. Chrysler executives reportedly texting frantically during commercial break. The second interception merely confirmed inevitable. Gabriel psychologically fractured beyond immediate repair. Meanwhile, Shitter Sanders' absence amplifies through contrast. Despite sideline status amid coaching politics, his social media engagement explodes. Highlight reels circulating endlessly. Training camp footage demonstrating superior arm talent. Supporters creating split-screen comparisons showing Gabriel's failures alongside Sanders' successes. The narrative writes itself. Wrong quarterback playing. Right quarterback watching. Sponsors noticing everything. Don't overlook timing significance. Regular season approaches rapidly. Chrysler's fall campaign launching imminently. Marketing materials featuring Gabriel already produced. Commercial spots scheduled. Print advertisements designed. Digital campaigns programmed. Sudden abandonment creates logistical nightmare. Sources indicate company prepared accepting losses rather than maintaining association. That decision severity communicates volumes regarding perceived toxicity. Beyond mere performance concerns, examining behavioral patterns reveals deeper issues. Multiple sources confirm Gabriel's training camp conduct created irreparable damage. The alleged confrontation with Sanders represented culmination, not isolated incident. Teammates describe increasingly difficult personality. Defensive players mocking throwing motion, offensive linemen questioning protection calls, receivers frustrated with blame shifting, leadership vacuum expanding daily. Chrysler's marketing team reportedly conducted extensive social sentiment analysis. Results proved devastating. Gabriel's approval rating among Browns fans plummeted below 20%. Negative mentions outnumber positive 40-1. Brand association studies showing potential consumer backlash. Focus groups expressing active antagonism. The data presented undeniable conclusion. Continued partnership threatens brand equity. Let's address what electrifies this narrative, cascading consequences. Other NFL players observing closely. Agents recalibrating endorsement strategies. Marketing departments reassessing risk tolerance. This situation establishes precedent. Performance failures combined with character concerns equal commercial abandonment. No grandfather clauses. No patience periods. Immediate accountability regardless draft position or projected potential. Sources within Chrysler reveal internal debate intensity. Senior executives advocating immediate termination. Legal department examining contract language. Public relations developing crisis communication strategies. The final decision potentially arrives within 72 hours. Gabriel's representatives desperately negotiating damage mitigation. Proposals include reduced compensation, modified obligations, reputation rehabilitation commitment. Chrysler's position remains firm. Substantial changes required maintaining any partnership. The Shitter Sanders factor cannot be minimized. His mere existence amplifies Gabriel's failures exponentially. Every incompletion highlights what could have been. Every interception emphasizes wrong choice made. Chrysler initially signed Gabriel partially because Sanders remained unsigned, unavailable. Now watching Sanders generate organic excitement while Gabriel produces sponsored criticism. Marketing departments despise forced narratives. Authenticity sells. Gabriel currently represents antithesis of authentic appeal. This transcends quarterback competition toward comprehensive personal brand collapse. Professional athletes increasingly function as multimedia enterprises. Social media presence. Commercial partnerships. Community engagement. Personal branding. Gabriel failing across every metric simultaneously. His Instagram engagement plummeting. Twitter mentions overwhelmingly negative. TikTok creators mocking performance mercilessly. The digital ecosystem rejecting his presence entirely. Consider broader implications. Young quarterbacks entering league studying situation intensely, understanding performance alone insufficient. Behavior matters. Temperament counts. Sponsor relationships require cultivation. Gabriel providing masterclass in relationship destruction. From projected franchise cornerstone to endorsement pariah within weeks, the velocity stunning even experienced observers. Don't assume straightforward resolution forthcoming. Pressure mounting exponentially. Every practice scrutinized. Each incomplete pass magnified. Every sideline reaction analyzed. Such scrutiny destroys confidence. Gabriel reportedly requesting sports psychologist intervention, Teammates noticing mechanical deterioration, footwork regressing, decision-making declining, accuracy evaporating. Classic death spiral symptoms manifesting. Meanwhile, Shooter Sanders maintains strategic silence publicly while sources indicate private satisfaction. His camp watching Gabriel's commercial collapse with barely concealed enthusiasm. Every sponsor abandoning Gabriel potentially approaching Sanders, the marketplace shifting dramatically, Sanders' representation fielding inquiries constantly, waiting optimal moment maximizing leverage, patient approach proving prescient. Chrysler's decision timeline accelerates following additional developments. Local Cleveland dealerships reporting customer complaints, social media campaigns threatening boycotts, employees expressing discomfort with association, the grassroots pressure becoming undeniable, corporate headquarters recognizing crisis escalating beyond simple endorsement question toward brand management emergency, internal Browns dynamics fragmenting further, coaches frustrated with distraction, players exhausted from questions, front office managing partner concerns, ownership questioning decision-making process. The entire organization suffering from individual situation, Gabriel becoming radioactive presence, his mere existence creating dysfunction ripples throughout building. We're hearing veteran players conducting players-only meeting addressing situation. Message delivered bluntly, figure it out or get out. Team goals superseding individual drama. Locker room patience exhausted. Support evaporated. Isolation complete. Gabriel facing professional island existence. No allies. No advocates. No protection. The financial ramifications extend beyond immediate Chrysler deal. Future earnings potential cratering. Second contract negotiations compromised. Marketing opportunities disappearing. Speaking engagements canceled. Autograph sessions withdrawn. Revenue streams evaporating simultaneously. Career trajectory altered permanently. From potential $100 million quarterback to cautionary tale. This situation reshapes endorsement dynamics league-wide. Sponsors demanding character clauses. Performance benchmarks established. Behavioral standards codified. Social media monitoring intensified. The Gabriel situation becoming industry case study. Marketing textbooks documenting collapse. Business schools analyzing failure. Professional sports witnessing evolution real-time. Examining Saturday's game deeper reveals concerning patterns. Beyond statistics, body language communicated defeat, shoulders slumped, head hanging, minimal teammate interaction. These visual indicators matter tremendously. Sponsors invest in winners, not just performance, but presence, confidence, leadership. Gabriel exhibiting none currently. The optics becoming untenable. Chrysler's regional marketing director reportedly stated privately, "We sell American strength, reliability, performance. Our spokesperson throwing interceptions and fighting teammates doesn't align with brand values." That statement encapsulates corporate perspective perfectly. Beyond wins and losses toward fundamental brand alignment, Gabriel representing everything Chrysler doesn't want associated with products. The comparison with Shooter Sanders grows more stark daily. Sanders posting workout videos, maintaining positive engagement, building anticipation strategically, his social media followers increasing exponentially, engagement rates extraordinary, organic momentum building. Everything Gabriel lacks, Sanders possesses naturally. Sponsors recognizing differential clearly. Don't overlook timing regarding NFL calendar, roster cutdowns approaching, teams evaluating quarterback depth, Gabriel's trade value plummeting, contract becoming liability, Browns facing impossible decision. Keep dysfunction presence or accept minimal return. Either option represents organizational failure. The situation spiraling beyond management control. Sources indicate Chrysler prepared offering Gabriel face-saving exit. Mutual termination announcement. Vague language regarding different directions and evolved priorities. Standard corporate dissolution allowing dignity maintenance. Gabriel's camp resisting, hoping performance improvement changes dynamics. Saturday's disaster eliminated that possibility entirely. The broader Cleveland impact deserves consideration. City desperate for quarterback stability, decades of failure creating cynicism. Gabriel represented hope briefly, now embodying familiar disappointment pattern. Fans exhausted, media frustrated, organization embarrassed, entire metropolitan area suffering from individual collapse. The weight crushing Gabriel psychologically. Looking forward, resolution appears inevitable but painful. Chrysler walking away sends unmistakable message. Other sponsors following suit creates avalanche. Gabriel's position becomes untenable. Brown's forced addressing situation definitively. Sanders waiting patiently. The narrative writing itself toward predictable conclusion. Behind scenes, damage control attempts intensifying. Public relations firms engaged. Crisis management consultants hired. Reputation rehabilitation strategies developed. Too little, too late. Momentum irreversible. Gravity inescapable. Gabriel learning harsh professional athletics lesson. Talent without character equals temporary success. The Saturday night footage becoming viral sensation for wrong reasons. Interception compilations. Sideline meltdowns. Teammate avoidance. Every frame reinforcing narrative. Gabriel can't handle pressure. Gabriel lacks leadership. Gabriel doesn't deserve position. Social media brutal. Comment sections merciless. The digital mob demanding justice. Chrysler's decision whenever announced represents watershed moment. Corporate America drawing line. Performance standards mandatory. Behavioral expectations non-negotiable. Brand protection paramount. The precedent established affects every professional athlete. Endorsement deals requiring more than statistics. Character, conduct, connection equally important. This transcends typical sponsor evaluation toward fundamental statement about accountability. Professional athletes earning millions through endorsements carry responsibilities. Representing brands, communities, values, Gabriel failed every measure. Chrysler's response appropriate and overdue. Other companies watching, learning, preparing similar standards. The Sanders factor impossible ignoring, his patience proving masterful. Letting Gabriel self-destruct. Maintaining readiness. Building support organically. The contrast devastating for Gabriel. Every failure magnifies Sanders' potential. Every mistake validates alternative option. The marketplace recognizing superior product available. Training camp confrontation appearing increasingly pivotal retrospectively. Gabriel's inability managing competition revealing character flaws. Physical altercation demonstrating emotional instability. Subsequent performance confirming concerns. Chrysler witnessing complete package. Talent insufficient offsetting temperament problems. Investment becoming liability requiring immediate addressing. Final considerations sobering. Young quarterback entering league with promise, potential, partnerships. Weeks later facing financial abandonment, roster uncertainty, reputation destruction. The velocity stunning. The completeness devastating. The lessons profound. Gabriel becoming cautionary tale for generation. Talent matters. Character matters more. Performance counts. Behavior counts equally. Brown's organization learning expensive lesson. Draft position doesn't guarantee success. Potential requires cultivation. Development demands patience. Gabriel needed structure, support, seasoning. Instead, thrown into chaos, controversy, competition. The result predictable. Failure amplified through public scrutiny, corporate abandonment, fan rejection. Chrysler's decision represents business necessity, not personal vendetta. Protecting brand equity requires difficult decisions. Abandoning investments, painful but sometimes necessary. Gabriel became liability threatening larger enterprise. Removal required maintaining corporate credibility. The announcement whenever coming signals professional athletics evolution. Accountability everywhere. Performance mandatory. Character essential. The Saturday night disaster against Philadelphia becomes defining moment. Not just statistical failure, but complete psychological collapse witnessed nationally. Chrysler executives watching quarterback implode recognizing association danger. Immediate action required preventing further damage. Brown's career potentially ending through corporate abandonment rather than coaching decision. Moving forward, ramifications ripple throughout league. Agents counseling clients regarding behavior, players understanding endorsement fragility, teams recognizing character evaluation importance, sponsors demanding higher standards. The Gabriel situation reshaping professional athletics landscape permanently. Accountability replacing entitlement, performance replacing potential, character replacing credentials.